everyone! Welcome back to my Let's Play of 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. When we last left off, we worked on Goto. We worked on Goto, and we got to see sort of, which I think is really cool, the side of things which we didn't see in battle, where basically Kid Chihiro popped up out of nowhere, and we're like, oh, why is she helping us all of a sudden during battle? And we got to see what happened. She kind of had a change of heart in wanting to help us and decide to evacuate all the civilians, which we saw during the destruction phase. We then went through and finished up Hijiyama, which Okino died, which is really sad. But we found out basically that they're in these Sentinels, and that's kind of where they live. Like, the Sentinels, like, help their bodies grow, and everything's just, like, simulated in their head. And the interlocutors, like, the thing that they were like, oh, 80% of the function's doing something, and it's basically making it so that everything they see in this simulated world is attuned to their senses. So, like, making their senses actually feel like they're seeing things, tasting things, touching things, you know what I mean? So that was pretty cool. And today we will pick up with Goto, and he's the last one we have if we look at all these people. And it kind of makes me a little emotional. Someone asked me a couple episodes ago, you know, how am I feeling because it's like nearing the end of the game. I'm not even, I didn't expect to say this when I decided to let's play this game, but it's like becoming one of my favorites of all time. So, I'll give my final thoughts in the last episode about everything. It's fun to do that, just kind of wrap everything up. So I won't go too much into it right now, but yeah, I love this game. I'm kind of sad to see it ending. Also, side note, my Kingdom Hearts Melody and Memory copy is running late, which I'm not too upset because Amazon's got a lot going on. So hopefully I get it today, which is the 15th I'm recording this, and I can get some episodes out. So sorry if you were like looking forward to it. It's just a little delayed. If I don't get it today, I'll go pick up a copy. But yeah, so let's jump in. We'll go back to Goto. I think we might be starting, a new loop. I don't know if he has 2 more or 1 more. I think usually people have 2 more when they're at about 70%, but we'll see. And then if we have time, I might do a battle today, and I'll save the last 2-ish battles for next episode, which might be the last one. Oh, God. But yeah, excuse me. Let's jump in. Renya Goto. Did I have files to read? I don't know. I'll have to check after this. Oh. Log. Okay.
This data is that you, Goto? It's been a while. The last time I saw you was 2 months before my death. Roughly a year ago, I think. Chairman Ogata. An AI construct based on Chairman Kengo Ogata. Why would this be in Morimura's files? I see. So this is how she managed to raise all those funds. She must have used this AI to access the Shikishima Chairman's hidden network.
Damn.
Not quite. I'm afraid that was originally my idea. The good Professor Morimura was only following my orders. So all of this was by design? Your design? Leaking the prototype nanomachinery to the black market? The catastrophic consequences? You're the one who exploited her. If you blame anyone, blame yourself. We were so close to losing Project Ark entirely. Now we must prioritize the project above all else. I'll finally have my second chance at life. You were planning on downloading yourself into a clone. A brave new Earth is waiting for me. I won't let you do this. What is Professor Morimura doing now? She's dead. By that hitman's hands, I presume. That's humanity. Self-destructive to the very end. Only a few survivors left now. I give them 3 days at most. My deepest condolences for your imminent death.
Suppose I am the professor. Then what?
Oh, okay.
3 months prior. This refers... If Operation Aegis succeeds, a world reset will no longer be possible. This operation goes against Professor Morimura's agenda. She will stop at nothing to prevent it.
Yeah, clearly.
You think I'm trying to destroy the world?
I do.
So you think I'm enabling the kaiju now? Even though I've got more reason to hate them than any of you?
That is true, at least. You're clearly not on the kaiju's side. After all, they are a threat to your primary objective, which would be to carry out the plan you formed in 2188. However, that plan may now be untenable. The situation has deviated too drastically. Recall when I brought you to the underground UFO? I believe you said something like, it was out of your hands.
Detective mode, activate.
This is the mainframe of the UFO?
Yes.
Honestly, Okino-kun, you can't take anything else in life seriously. So why do you put so much time into all this?
Okino.
Just talking to myself. More importantly, look at this mess. Something unpleasant must have happened here.
Most likely. A Shikishima android. Probably left here by Ida-san. They've all been shot. External damage suggests the weapon was a phaser. They're all out of commission. Too damaged to function.
I see. Let's get started then.
Is it really possible?
I have a fairly comprehensive grasp of this system. This abnormality all comes down to the decode, right? I should be able to get rid of it.
Why would Miss Morimura push for Operation Aegis if this was an option all along?
Well, you said it yourself. She's either being controlled by someone, or she could be trying to save herself.
That's not right. Hold on. That file system hadn't even been analyzed yet. How did you gain access?
I have a senior admin ID. Access privileges for the entire system.
You somehow got access to an account that high level?
Yes, I have my ways. This is no good. Sector 3's mainframe has been damaged in an attack. It's barely operational. I won't be able to process much here. Well, not much choice. I'll have to send direct instructions to the command ship.
Command ship?
The mothership in orbit. It can send commands directly to the UFO.
Is it? An Ark? Some grand design from the people of the future?
Either that or a base of operations for an alien invasion. The comms channel to the command ship is cut off. Must be hiding somewhere beyond the horizon. Looks like about 35 minutes until the comms reconnect. But we don't have that long. Time to find another link.
Will this fix cut off the Kaiju's attacks?
It should be able to solve the problem at its core. However, we can't stop any commands that were already processed. That's out of my hands.
Which means... we'll still have to deal with the Kaiju already generated. We don't know how many the factories have produced. If we could just verify their numbers. We're going to need the Sentinels after all.
That may be best. Operation Aegis is too much of a risk.
She is real scary when she does that.
In other words, the decode's activation is a blow you cannot recover from. No matter how you try to fix it, your plan is irreversibly impacted. The most direct fix would be eliminating the decode. Then, you would just restart the loop anew. In order to trigger a loop, you need them to destroy all the sector's mainframes. And therein lies your goal. You want this world destroyed so the timeline can be reset. But you have one major obstacle, and that's Operation Aegis. Aegis isn't just an ordinary defense system. It causes a terminal to seal itself off in self-defense, preventing anyone from using it to control the world. Once all the terminals are sealed off, we'll be severed from the mainframe, effectively preventing any further loop or extinction. But if that happens, your plan is null and void. We'd be stuck in a loop where your goal was impossible. Let's backtrack a little bit. We discussed the suspect of Miss Morimura's murder, and you asked me who I think did it. If you actually are Professor Chihiro Morimura, then I believe you personally murdered Miss Morimura.
Nice.
Did I now?
She was a staunch advocate of Operation Aegis. A thorn in your side, someone in the way of your reset.
An interesting theory, if also an incorrect one.
Believe me, I understand why you'd view me with hostility. Certainly Renya Goto was responsible for chasing you out of Newman, even if it was on Shikishima's behalf, a buyer simply eliminating liabilities. After that, you took the lead on Project Arc, under Kengo Ogata's oversight.
I wasn't saying nice that she died. I was saying nice that he figured out that little Chihiro did it. Sorry. That seemed a little sketch.
Kengo Ogata, of course, being Nenji Ogata's father, and Shikishima's chairman, who recognized your talent. He passed away in 2187. His age caught up with him. But the other Kengo Ogata is perhaps more relevant. The one you created after his death using his memories. An AI construct. You were letting it control you.
I was just getting advice. Dug that out of a log, too?
Yes. Renya Goto found that AI. The log was recorded in the colony after your death. Once your clone reaches 18 years of age, you set it so that she'd download your memories. It's clear this project was not a selfish endeavor. I'm sure you felt a sense of duty to save humanity. But you were also trying to bring Kengo Ogata back to life. So Professor Morimura takes over Chihiro Morimura's clone. And presumably, Kengo Ogata would take over Nenji Ogata's clone. That's why you're so intent on sticking to the plan. Certainly, from your perspective, Miss Morimura was expendable. She had to die. Her very survival endangered your ultimate goal.
Well, that is a shame. This isn't ideal, but you know too much. Goodbye.
Damn. Can I dodge? Can I have a QTE? I'll get out of the way. Okay, we're gonna go to unlockable 4950 meta chips. One mission file obtain 3 updated 3 event archives and QED. Protagonist with story progress at 100% or over. 12. You right. We got it. Alright, solid. He knows too much. You know, I kind of feel for him. He's just detective boy, you know what I mean? Like, oops, I almost skipped that. I don't want him to die. Her, on the other hand, not a fan. When the 2188 Professor Chihiro Morimura's memories were restored to Chihiro, she witnessed the destruction caused by the kaiju invasion and the extent of the situation's deviation from her original plan for Project Ark. Chihiro decides that for her plan to succeed, she'll need a fresh start with a new world, devoid of all these problems and variables. Although they are both Chihiro Morimura, Morimura and her efforts to enable Operation Aegis were obstacles to the original plan, so Chihiro kills her. Not okay. Kengo Ogata, father of the 2188 Nenji Ogata, as well as the chairman of the Shikishima Group. He died in 2187, but he left behind a simulated AI construct of his personality. He was responsible for manipulating Professor Morimura and pressing Project Ark forward, planning to revive himself through the use of the interlocutor and cloning technology on the New Earth. Yeah, not a fan of him either. Automated Factory. Chihiro used her senior admin ID in the UFO's mainframe to stop the automated factory from producing kaiju. Yes, very interesting. So that's making me wonder if we have a chance of winning over, and oh my god, if we have a chance of winning after all, because we just have to destroy the number that's already been made. Not sure how many there are or if it's humanly possible, but that promises that the kids could have a happy ending if they destroy all the kaiju that were created, since she stopped the factory from making more. So, fingers crossed. Satellite in orbit, also called the command ship or mothership in orbit, Chihiro accessed this in order to stop the automated factory's mass production of Daimos. Yup. Very nice. At least she did some nice things for them. Okay, 82%. Damn. Alright, let's just jump right back in and finish up Goto.
Initiating metaskill analysis. This shouldn't take too long.
Whoa.
I'll send you the data once it's ready.
That would be great.
But I must say, this is a surprise. Okino-kun really managed to push this through? Integrating this half-coded thing into the control system?
Thank you. No, well, Okino wanted to tell you that. Thank you.
Okino-kun said that?
He said the analysis wasn't complete yet. So he appreciates your help with all this.
I see.
To look at you, anyone might think you were just a child. But you must be a truly exceptional individual. The message was Okino's, and I'd like you to know I'm grateful as well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must return to the battle.
That boy. So he appreciates me, does he?
I was gonna say aw, but I still hate her.
Well, that is a shame. This isn't ideal, but you know too much. Goodbye.
You cannot shoot me with that gun. So anyone who knows the truth of Aegis is a liability to you. And liabilities must be dealt with. Does that sum it up?
Oh, is it his gun?
If you recall, I specifically acquired this gun for your purposes. You had concerns about self-defense.
I can guess what happens next. Now you're going to use it to shoot me.
Perhaps I wasn't clear. For safety reasons, neither one of us can be shot with this gun. I configured it very specifically. As I suspected, this gun records the time of its last discharge. And that time looks to be a near match for Miss Morimura's estimated time of death. Which suggests you used this gun to murder her. Now, on the day of the crime, you yourself were using the drone to keep tabs on Miss Morimura, weren't you? Based off of your expenses for that day, I presume you took a taxi to the crime scene.
How much do you have in that pocketbook? Were you just playing dumb this whole time? When did you realize? What gave away that I was the professor and not her?
There was a specific moment. It was back when Miura found you here. You described Miura as an excellent design engineer. But the Miura of 2188 was the design engineer, not him.
Did you dig that out of Renya Goto's log too?
No. That I learned through Miura, the AI of Sentinel number 17. He also told me about the existence of the logs.
Miura's the real MVP here?
So, what happens to me now? If you're not killing me, I assume you're at least locking me up?
Considering what you did to Miss Morimura, I'm admittedly conflicted. But giving into my emotional reaction wouldn't solve anything. Vengeance isn't going to bring her back. So, with that in mind, I would rather choose the path that gets me closer to the truth. That is what I want now. To see what lies at the end of all this. To see what she never could. You told an obvious lie. You made it clear Jiro Izumi was not your cup of tea. Yet you and Izumi shared an intimate relationship in the year 2188. That was clear enough from all the evidence I found. Even the placement seemed intentional. You and Izumi, together in Sector 1. You died before you could set up the memory transplant. At that point, I can only assume, Izumi sympathized with you and helped carry out your vision. I can certainly understand Kengo Ogata's motive. He just wants to live again. But you, why are you so intent on transplanting your memory?
Because there has to be a leader. Without someone to guide them, teams dissolve into fear, spite, resentment. It'd be the colony all over again.
I see. As I suspected. Your devotion to this goal is inspiring in some ways. Are you a gambling woman? I'd like to propose a bet. We'll leave the terminals alone for you. We won't let Aegis seal everything off. Your loop would still be viable.
And in exchange?
As it currently stands, it'd be impossible to revert to your original plan without some compromise. But consider this. Even this final phase won't truly be the end. We'll have plenty of struggles beyond it. Plenty more pain ahead of us. If we can prove to you that we will overcome that, if we prove to you that we can face the unknown, then are we not worthy to take up your cause, inheriting your goal, and seeing it through?
You make an interesting point.
We can solve this problem ourselves. So my proposal is this. Let us fight our war. No sabotage. If we fail, then I could hardly object to a reset anyway.
That's your bet? You don't stand a chance.
Well, I suppose we'll see about that.
We can do it! Believe in the me that believes in you!
Aegis activated. Is anyone too compromised to keep fighting?
We've barely had a moment to breathe. The girls may be pushing their limits.
I'm still okay. I can keep fighting.
There are 3 terminals remaining. We can protect 2 of them with Aegis. But we're on our own with the last terminal.
How much longer do we need to hold out?
We need to re-establish a connection with Miyuki Inaba. That's still 10 hours off.
10 hours we don't have. But her plan is our last hope.
Then we fight to the last, until we have nothing left.
The kaiju are heading for the next terminal.
Brace yourself, Keitaro.
Chihiro-san,
What is it now?
You know a way to link up with the command ship. One that doesn't rely on its position, don't you?
You're thinking of when I revised the decode.
Right now, we need that shortcut.
And this is where you reveal some new leverage over me. I can't wait to hear what log you found this time.
No. This time, I'm asking a favor.
You have to be joking. You do realize the position I'm already in?
I do. Even still, all I can do is beg. I just want us to have a chance.
This is the most idiotic... I lied to you, you know. Do you know which lie I'm talking about?
Not this time.
When I said I wasn't going to like you. You're an infuriating man, Renya Goto.
Chihiro-san.
Ready? Everyone, listen to me. We can communicate with the command ship out of range. I'm realigning the 3 surveillance satellites to their relay positions. We should be connected soon. However, the satellites have to move outside their preset tracks. They'll enter the gravity well and plummet to Earth. Your connection will only last until they hit the surface. You'll barely have any time to do this. Am I clear?
Thank you.
Honestly, humans can be so irrational. Though, I guess, I might be the most irrational one here. If you actually manage to pull this off, then I expect you all to take responsibility.
Chihiro.
Good luck, big brother. Almost connected. This is your only chance. Initiating communication.
Damn! To the final battle! Oh my gosh! Hello, trophy earned? No? Oh, okay, there it is. Oh god, I panicked. Alright, 5,000 meta chips, 5 mystery files updated, 3 event archives. Oh, trophy earned, all stories cleared. Nice, okay, that's a silver one. 3 event archives, close results. The final bet. Damn, wild. Alright, so let's go read those. Jiro Izumi 2188. The Izumi of 2188 shared an intimate relationship with Professor Morimura. Since Morimura died before she could execute the memory transplant, Izumi carries out her plan of transplanting her memories as Professor Morimura into her clone, Chihiro Morimura. Yup. What a weird romance. The scar on Mira's forehead is the result of Tsukasa Okino's nanomachine adjustment, which restarts the Sentinels that stopped working due to DD-426. Without losing his mind and suffering the effects of DD-426, Mira managed to endure the pain as the data necessary for starting up the Sentinels was completed. Once Okino realizes this, he installs a feature so that the data will spread to anyone who comes into contact with Mira. Oh, okay, that popped up out of nowhere, but interesting to know. Okay, cool. That's why when he touches people, they regain the ability to take the Sentinels, right? Okay, so that was something special to him, which we kind of knew, but I didn't know it was in his forehead, so okay. Shu Amaguchi. When Amaguchi was shot by Megumi and Kushiji up on the rooftop, it activated Sentinel number 20. Prior to this, Amaguchi had already come into contact with Keitaro Miura when he had carried Miura back to his house after Nenji Okada's altercation at the shopping district. For that reason, Amaguchi was already affected by the force activation code for Sentinels that Tsukasa Okino embedded into Miura. Okay, cool. That wraps that up. Tsukasa, let's see. While the Sentinels couldn't be activated due to the effects of DD-426, Okino got them operational again by creating a code that reconstructed the nanomachines to nullify the effects of DD-426. He then applied the code to Miura, Sentinel number 19, which led to the completion of the Sentinel activation data. Furthermore, he made it so the completed data would spread to the other pilots as long as they come into contact with Miura. Yeah, Tsukasa, you go. Oh my god, Tsukasa, you go. Jesus. DD-426. In 1945, DD-426 was successfully disabled thanks to Okino's nanomachine reconstruction and Keitaro Miura's efforts. Yeah, Miura's the best. Okay, anything else? Anything else? No? I just saw hamburger, my favorite. Okay, solid. Alright, oh gosh, do I have time to do a battle? That's the question. Let me go see really quick. Honestly, what I might do is make this a short episode. Next episode, we'll do both of these battles and then call that an episode, and then we'll do the final battle on its own, because that'll leave me time to sort of address my final thoughts, read any final files, and yeah. So I'll make a couple short episodes. I might release a couple together, actually, since they'll be a little shorter. But yeah, I think we'll call it here. Look at those percentages. Almost done. Oh, I can't believe it. Alright, I'm not going to get emotional. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to leave a like, comment, favorite, or subscribe, whatever you guys are feeling. And until the next time, lights off, dark out.